Have you ever thought that the simplest thing could affect the biggest thing, and sometimes the smallest thing could take up the biggest place in your heart? Hi, I'm Zelva, I'm 17, I'm from Homeschooling Kaseta Solo, and this is a little bit of my parents' story. I grew up and I live in this small village with my parents and my sister. Living in a village actually makes me so happy because there are still many rice fields here and I can watch the view with the sunset as the background. And that's kind of amazing for me because I always like the sunset. It's the most beautiful thing and best way for me to escape the reality by watching the sunset. If you're wondering why I want to talk about my parents' life story, it's because I think it will inspire for all of you. What my parents did for a living 18 years ago was a meatball seller at a workshop craftsman's. You know that when you got a flat tire, my dad was the man who fixed that. The fact that they actually got bullied by their neighbor sometimes made me feel so upset. I don't know why though, but now they don't get any bully again. They've been struggling for living, for eating, for making me feel safe because we don't have a house that day. When they opened their meatball stand and they started to sell the meatball, they didn't have a time to take care of me, so they often placed me on a carpet, and my mom once told me that I got surrounded by ants. And I can't even imagine how painful that ants bite are. You know, when I was a baby, I never drank formula milk because they didn't have enough money to buy formula. And you know what the interesting part is? They gave me Tefuto. You know, you can find it in any supermarket. We almost moved to a better place to live and started everything from zero, but my dad had the audacity to stay and he wanted to prove to them that it's wrong about the negative thoughts that they usually mock my dad with. They started to build their small business and they didn't even have a dream that their small business will turn into a not so big company. My dad actually has had this wood company since 1999, but then he stopped for reasons that I don't know about. My dad married to my mom in 2002 and they have me and my sister in 2003 and 2007. They started to restart the business in 2004. Their progress was pretty fast and they started to have a few workers and they started to export their work. They usually sell their work to USA, Canada, Turkey, Singapore, and mostly Spain, and still expand their business to another country. They actually can believe that their business can be recognized to a few countries, and now they have 4 factories in total and can sell up to 15 containers in a month. But there was just the amazing part. In October 2019, their first factory was caught on fire, a really big fire, until we got nothing left, and that was a very hard part for the company and for our family too, because they lost for over 27 billion rupiah asset, and that's a lot of loss, you know. But then we started to rebuild again after that. We decided to rise up. I sometimes come to my parents' office if they get a foreign buyer, and sometimes I help them to talk to each other, even though my parents can speak English too. But I take the chance to improve my English speaking, a very expensive opportunity to talk to native speakers, right? Now they're still getting a lot of work to do to improve their company and expand it to be more better than this time. I'm 100% approved that both of my parents are a hard worker, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm happy that they are my parents. I didn't choose them, but thank God. I appreciate my parents for always doing their best to keep me and my sister feels comfortable every day and for always trying to make us stay under the roof. My dad works out with his dream to prove them wrong. The last thing is, if you still be able to eat, drink, or even just breathing, you should be grateful for it. We should always be grateful because the things that we don't want are sometimes in someone's wish list and they want it so bad to have it. Be happy as if you don't have a chance to be happy again. Take a pride on how far you've come and have faith in how far you'll go. Life is a journey. Celebrate the wins and don't forget where you come from.